What's going on, you guys? This is All Day1 on the PS4, and I'm going to be giving you guys another Ghost Recon Breakpoint video. So with this video I'm going to be giving you guys is going to be more so a raid weapons review on basically the weapons you get rewarded, the signature weapons. Not all of them, not all of the just new weapon types, because there's a bunch of newer blueprints and stuff, but we're not going to go over all of those because I don't have all of those. There's like 70 or something of them. We're going to go over the 4 new signature weapons. So there's going to be an AR, an SMG, an LMG, and a shotgun that comes from this raid. Unfortunately, I don't have the shotgun, but my friend Deadshot was actually able to get the shotgun from the final boss. So he sent me a screenshot of the stats, and I actually got to watch him use the shotgun himself, and it's pretty awesome. But I'm gonna go ahead and explain everything in detail about each weapon. You're not gonna really see any gameplay. I'm just gonna be sitting in the, I guess, screen of the weapons, the weapon modification screen, just explaining how these weapons do and whatnot. But you know, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So for the first weapon we're gonna go over is going to be the CTMMG, which only comes from Ball, which is why you see the name Ball on it. This only comes from the first raid boss. On the very bottom of the screen, bottom left corner, you can see it says reward for beating the first raid boss. It has a tough recoil, long range, and highly portable, or it's also highly portable. Now, the thing about this weapon is, well, first of all, I just want to go let you guys know it has a really awesome skin. It's just like a moving tectonic type of energized plate or whatever, gun plate. It looks really dope. I think it's one of the best looking skins they have on this game for weapons in general. I generally like weapon skins that move. They just look really cool. But the weapon itself isn't that great for an LMG, in my opinion. The damage is great. The rate of fire is really awesome, but the kick is really bad. Even though the perk for this is increased accuracy while shooting, it doesn't change the fact that the horizontal recoil on this is super bad, and it just, like, the longer you hold it, the more it kicks left and right. So you have to basically just burst it, and I mean, you burst most of your weapons anyways, but this one you really have to be careful with. It is a strong weapon to use, but out of all the LMGs you could use, I think this one would probably be like the third one down the list. So in my opinion, it's not the best weapon to really have, but it is one of the best looking weapons to have. Next up is going to be the Coblin. The Coblin is one of the best ARs I've ever used in this game. It's comfortable with you. It's really comfortable using. It's I think a 416 variant. I think that's what people were saying. I don't know anything about guns, as you can see, especially based off my reviews with the ARs and stuff. And a lot of people were getting mad at me because I called the MK Mark, or just MK instead of Mark. But either way, this weapon, it's a really good weapon. The handling on this weapon is pretty good. The rate of fire is actually it's really good as well. The accuracy, you can use this on both drones and humanoid type enemies. I use it just in my open world raid type of stuff when we have to go and get the intel or just clear out bases and whatnot. I generally use the Coblin the most because, one, you can put a silencer on it, which is awesome, and the only thing you can't do is put an extra magazine size, but you don't necessarily need it. But that 15% extra damage to drones is so good. But the only issue is there are other weapons that still just do way more damage to drones in general, even though they can cap out to 12% and this one's at 15. But overall, this is a really good AR to go for, and you can only get this from the Gargoyle. So the Control Room Vector is by far one of the best SMGs in the game, and the reason why is because it has no recoil, absolutely no recoil. It shoots pretty much like a laser. As you can see, that's what its talent is no recoil. It's insane. But the only thing that really sucks is the range on this weapon. It has a very bad the bullet drop. The bullet drop it probably drops off at around maybe 50-60 meters, or some, it's not too far. You really have to aim high if you're trying to hit an enemy from like maybe 150 meters or so away. It's not that great for that, but when it comes to close quarter combat, this is by far one of the better weapons to go for, or to have in general. If you have it, it's probably going to be one of those weapons that you're probably going to run into players in PvP using. I mean, it's an absolute monster. Just even against wolves and stuff. I use this for ad clearing as well. Like depending on the area that we have to go to. If I know we're going to be in an enclosed area, I always use the control room vector. And also the control room vector does a lot of damage to drones. Even though it doesn't have damage to drones, it's the rate of fire on it is what allows it to push the amount of damage. And even the passives, you get +5 weapon damage on all 3 passives, which is crazy. That, or I think it's +3. No, +9 or +3 in total, or on all 3. But yeah, control room vector only comes from the supercomputer. So the last one is going to be the Boss G12 or BOS G12. I don't know how you want to call it, but I just call it the Boss G12. This shotgun is so strong. It's definitely one of the stronger shotguns on the paper. It's not, as you can tell. It's 125 at the base. Deadshot didn't upgrade it at the time when he did upgrade it all the way, but even with it not being upgraded all the way, it did a lot of damage. And then I even watched him use it when he did upgrade it all the way, but I just forgot to ask for another screenshot for it. But the perk you get for this is 30% reload speed after a kill. And then let's say you pair this up with the Gorilla perk. The Gorilla perk from, just what it does is it basically gives you 10% damage reduction and I believe 10% health back or 20% health back on shot whenever you shoot an enemy with a shotgun. So using both of those, using that perk with this shotgun can pair up very well together. You'll be getting higher reload speeds per kill. You'll be getting the increase in health and damage resistance, and that stacks up. That damage resistance and health stacks up, I think, about 5 times or something like that. That's from from what I've heard. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't tested it to the max, but when I watched the Deadshot use this, he was able to just one-shot a heavy, the minigunners. I mean, this shotgun's pretty strong for a shotgun, just out of all the other shotguns in general. I'm not a shotgun fan. I generally don't play with shotguns, but if I were to use shotguns, this would definitely be the one I would use. Unfortunately, there's no silencer, so if you like to use the shotgun with the silencer, just to go around sneaking, this obviously isn't going to work out for you. And you end up getting this shotgun from the final boss, which is Titan Zeta. So if this video helped you guys out, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions or concerns, let me know down in the comment section as well, and I will try my best to help you guys out to the best of my ability. I know a lot of people actually don't think the raid is worth doing, and if you guys are going to do the raid just for these weapons, I think these weapons are worth doing it for. Some of them, like the Vector and the Goblin, are definitely worth going for. I'm not a fan of the shotgun, so I don't really care too much for the shotgun. And the LMG, I mean, it's nice, but it just kicks way too much. The Stoner is just much better. Stoner Compact is really good, but you can only get that from the raid boxes. But yeah, these 4 weapons they're pretty good, but they're not the best weapons in the in the entire game that'll make or break your gameplay. They're really good, but they're just not something that you must get. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, if this helped you out, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know down in the comments section. This is All Day 1 on the PS4. Have a good day, good night, and peace.